What is up, people? This is a WWE breakdown after the Royal Rumble and Saudi Arabia. What do we
Riyadh to
got
be
here?
exact.
Oh, yeah, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I mean, you know, where else in Saudi Arabia do they do anything?
This is very accurate, actually.
Like,
Let's see. First, we had
actually.
the women's Royal Rumble match. That was what kicked off the show.
Alright.
Um, yeah. So entrant one and two was Bliss and Flair, because WWE loves putting tag teams in there together at the first. And they didn't really fight. They just kind of like put each other in like the setups for their finisher. And it's kind of like, hey, I got you. I can do it if I want.
Right. And
Uh,
then immediately Charlotte and her, just like after like fucking around, once the bell goes off, Bliss just kind of hops on her back, and when they wait for the person to come out, which
Straight up
happens to be
piggyback ride, waiting for
Kiana,
the next person.
and that happened to be Kiana James. She ends up being the third entrant for the Rumble, and then she does her thing, flies around, like does her Kiana James nonsense, but mostly just gets beaten up by uh, the tag team of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
She did surprise me in that match, I will say.
Also, for some reason, you're frozen on my end. Oh,
Oh,
maybe.
hold on. Okay.
There we go.
Is it fixed? Okay.
Yeah. And we got Nia Jax, the most overrated individual of all time, getting booed and just destroyed by the crowd. She literally kept getting chants of overrated and you can't wrestle and you suck and fuck Nia Jax, and Saudi Arabia was very, very into fucking over her.
They were very vocal on how they felt about her.
And then, Ivy Nile comes out, Lola Vice comes out. They kind of take some offense, but Nia Jax and the rest just kind of destroy them. We got Candice LeRae coming out and kind of hinting at a teaming with Nia Jax, but just to get thrown out immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, we got Jordy
For,
Grace, who actually did do pretty good in the Rumble.
yeah, lasted quite some time. Uh, Nothing too avert with Nia Jax in the ring, of course, because she just steamrolls everyone. Even
Right.
Saudi Arabia knows she's overrated.
We got Becky Lynch coming out, the man herself, the lady man, the man lady, the man with a plan with a vagina.
With the women's intercontinental title.
Right. Her and Charlotte end up attacking each other immediately and just like rolling out of the ring.
Yeah. Four horsewoman beef from years ago still, maybe?
Yeah, they're like, I still don't like you. Like, oh, I don't like you either. And then
I believe
insert
actually Maxine Dupree was next, right?
maybe I think it was SoCal potentially. One sec. It was Sol Ruka actually
Oh, so
was
Ruka was
next.
next.
And then she's got the whole Lita vibes going on that they mentioned, and yada yada. She
Yep.
actually does remind me a lot of her, but like if Alita actually was like athletic and not just jumping off of stuff.
Didn't have a thong popping out every time she rolled into the ring, also.
Got Roxanne Perez coming out.
Yep. So, first
First,
member of the Judgment Day in there.
yep. We got Maxine Dupree now after that. Then
Yep. There she
we
is.
got her new rival Natty immediately coming out after that.
Remember, she's not Natalia anymore, so anyone's calling her that, it's Natty now.
Yep, it's very important because somehow that makes any difference that she's using a shortened version of her name and not her whole name.
It did. It doesn't. It makes no sense.
Did she do
Uh,
anything? I think Natty did something interesting. What did she do?
she eliminated Maxine. No, Becky did. After Natty literally put the beat down on Maxine,
Oh,
and then
right,
she went after
Natty.
Becky Lynch, I believe.
Yeah, her and Natty kind of like do a little like stare down and then a fight, and then
Yep.
eliminated by Becky Lynch. And then but Becky tries to eliminate Natty, fails, and immediately gets eliminated by Natty. We
So
also got
Becky not lasting long at all, really.
You also got Charlotte Flair accidentally eliminating Alexa,
See,
setting up a potential
they
beef.
tried to play it off like it was something different, but I feel like when she kicked Nia, Nia was holding Becky or Alexa's hand, and Nia technically eliminated her.
Yep, that's how they set it up. But now they're setting
Yeah,
up a potential feud with them because that's why I was thinking Charlotte was actually going to win because then now it's going to be Alexa and Charlotte at the WrestleMania or something like that. You know what I mean? Which would be a fucking crazy good match.
yeah, their fighting styles are very similar, and they're both very athletic. They do a lot of top rope stuff, and I mean Alexa is a bit more of a mat wrestler, but she can still fly when she needs to.
Yep. And Jordan Grace eliminates Ivy. I believe she eliminated a few people in the match. Nothing really too
Mm.
crazy with her, but we got what was it? Or who was next? Roxanne came out. Then we had Becky
I think we were
Natty.
after Natty.
Yeah, we had Becky Lynch and Natty, and then fucking
Yep.
Liv Morgan comes out after Natty, which we
Um,
got the second half of the Judgment Day or the OG half of the Judgment Day.
yeah, she teamed up with Roxanne a bit, and they were kind of terrorizing everybody that was in there.
Right. Then we got the other half of Nia Jax coming out, which unfortunately she's no longer in the match.
Yep. So
Lash Legend.
Lash Legend on her own, but
She
for
did really
someone being
good.
on
She
her own,
eliminated a lot of people in that match. I believe like
yeah,
over
she
five
eliminated
people.
I think like four right when she came in.
Mm-hmm. I think
Uh,
she ended with like six eliminations or something like that.
yeah, she's tied for all time, I believe, or maybe all time was eight. I don't remember, but she definitely dominated the minute she got in that match.
Then we got the mini me of what's his name, Aleister Black coming out next. Selena Vega.
Oh, apparently just Zelina now. Didn't realize the name
Oh,
change,
she's like, I'm
but
not Spanish anymore. I'm just Selena.
Zelina. The inaugural Queen of the Ring, which they reminded us as, but has done absolutely nothing since.
Right. It
So,
means nothing. Then what was it? Rock or Zelina Vega, Raquel comes out to finish up the Judgment Day trio.
yep.
She does a lot. Actually, she eliminates several women in the elimination
Yeah,
or the
and
Rumble. I almost called it elimination chamber.
the three of them were just going ham.
Right. Immediately jumping everybody, trying to beat up Lash Legend because obviously she's a major threat.
Yep.
Then we got Chelsea Green coming out, who tries teaming up with everyone in the Rumble at least once before getting eliminated.
I did like the spot where I forgot who it was tried to eliminate her, but Elba Fire came over on her hands and knees and stopped her feet from touching the floor.
Yep, we had that
So that,
happen.
that was unique.
We had Lash Legend doing a cool double choke slam right out of the gate too. I forgot to mention.
Hmm.
What do you call it?
She's a powerful
Now,
lady. So after Chelsea,
we got Chelsea. We got Julia coming out, which I guess starts the like what do you call it? The run of Japanese women entering because then we have Io Sky and Asuka immediately after that.
was Kiana James still in there when Julia got in, or was she already out? I think she was eliminated by Lash, right?
I believe so.
She was in the ring for a long time.
Yep. And then we got Julia and Asuka trying to do like a team up, and Asuka pretending to do it, and then Julia pretending to, but then kicking her hand, but then immediately beating up Io anyway, so it didn't really make much sense. But
Yep.
they do their thing, then they end up fighting each other, and then there was a spot with the three of them, I believe, that ended up getting both. Oh wait, nah, we'll wait till she actually comes out as well, because we got what do you call it? Rhea
Like,
next.
yeah, Rhea was in. She came in and helped out EO for a bit.
Yep. And then we got Bailey and JC Jane. I forgot. There was something about her
Yeah,
that I want to talk about. She did something pretty interesting, actually.
the yeah, NXT Women's Champion JC Jane.
Wasn't she
She was in there
like,
quite some time.
yeah, wasn't she just like fucking flying around immediately once she got in there and like knocking
Yeah,
everybody out?
yeah, she was. She was. She's quite the acrobat. Let's put it that way.
We got Nikki Bella coming back, or not back. Nikki Bella coming in to the Rumble. We got Lyra Valkyria coming in to help with Bailey.
Yep.
We get, Kalani Jordan, which wasn't she like a former like something 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 or whatever that makes her like super athletic and cool. I forgot what they said she was.
Yeah, something like that for like Olympics or something.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, some kind of Olympic medal thing or something. It's like,
And then they had a spot with her where she was trying to do like a Kofi save, and then she messed up and got kicked in the face and sent out of the ring anyway.
yeah, I noticed that.
And then finally, Kairi Sane comes in to help Asuka, or at least so Asuka thinks, because immediately once she enters, um, she like she does do some help or whatever, but then I believe it was her and Io were like hang or no, it was her. She kicks Kyrie into Io, sending her off the like ring. She tries to grab her. And they're like holding on, and then Kyrie or no, Io attacks Kyrie and drops her, and then Kyrie tries to go and attack Io, slides into Asuka, sending her out of the ring, and then immediately getting eliminated herself, and then getting dragged away by Asuka in rage.
Asuka was not pleased. I thought I thought she was gonna beat her up right then and there, but she didn't.
Right, I was expecting a full just like ass beating in public. I'm
Yep.
surprised they even had the whole like angle of her taking her away.
Yeah, that is true. I did notice that. Um, but the elimination was like weird because there was like a baseball slide, and I think that's what actually eliminated her.
Mm-hmm. It was cool though how she was like hanging on. She had her feet like on the ring, and then her arms directly behind her, literally just like almost dying. You're frozen again, I think.
Just dun, dun.
Oh,
There we
now
go.
it's good.
Yeah, because it was like feet on the ropes, but it was kind of it looked a little awkward of an elimination, but I
A
don't
little
know.
painful.
Like the Kabuki Warriors are gonna have to split up soon, and there's gonna be some kind of feud there. Because I mean, if I
Yeah,
was Kyrie, like
but
no,
Kyrie's
I'm
weak.
sorry.
I feel like it's looking gonna be Asuka be like, I'm done with you.
Look, either way they want to spin it, it's gonna have to happen because it's getting to the point where it's like if your friend's treating you like this, how much you actually putting up with?
And then we got Brie Bella returning and trying to go help her sister out.
Now, son, a note here. I couldn't find anything online or anywhere about this being like full time, or was it just like a one off for the Rumble?
Right. I think she's probably just gonna be like, what do you call it, AJ, where it's just every once in a while.
Because I did hear Bubba Ray say that now that Brie Bella returned, he also thinks that Daniel Bryan is going to be coming back.
I don't think he's coming back.
I don't think he's coming back either, but I'm
I
just
think
saying
he's.
what
I think he
Bubba Ray
hates the
said.
WWE.
I wonder why Brie even agreed to come back.
She didn't have the same kind of experience as him, so she's probably like, I don't care. She
True,
was questionable,
she was actually like pretty over like when everything was going on,
which made
but
it
she
weird.
wasn't treated as yeah because she was still involved like with the authority, like especially with Stephanie, but she was very over in that because everybody just hated Triple H and Stephanie at that time, and but yeah, you're right. She didn't like get put through as much as he did, just being buried by Triple H with the golden shovel, as they call it. So, but I believe she was number 29, right? So this brings us to number
Yep.
30.
They also did a pretty cool like Hurricanrana spot, the Bellas, where they eliminated two people.
Yep, they did. We did get a hug between them in the ring, showing that they are cohesive. They did eliminate a few people, I think.
Yep. And we
They did
got
do like the hand holding clothesline and all that. Yeah.
right. And then we finally have the return of Tiffany Stratton,
Yes.
and she
Tiffany
does
Stratton comes out at number 30, and she is in there quite some time. Comes in, dominates. You know, Tiffany.
immediate stare down with Charlotte when she gets a chance.
Yep.
She
Possibly alluding to when Charlotte took the title away from her at Mania last year, reigniting the old feud there.
and
It was
then
Charlotte that beat Tiffany for the title at Mania. Yeah, yeah, no, it was. I think. Can't remember.
what do we got? We got Lash and Flair. I believe Lash was on the edge of the ring, and Flair was about to go do a woo chop, and she just like basically ate it and then booted Flair out of the match.
And they showed the timestamp at the bottom of the ring. Charlotte Flair was in there for almost an hour. She was, I think, like 29 seconds shy of being in there for 1 hour. She's in there for about 59 and a half minutes. I believe it was 59 and a half.
And we have Io's really stupid elimination where this dumbass went to go and submit Lash Legend, I think it was, on the ring, and she, for some reason, she was just hanging on her leg, trying to pull her down out of the ring, and Lash is just like, no, and kicks her off like a bug.
Yeah, yeah, that. Don't try to make people look strong in elimination by making them do it like that.
That just made Io look stupid. They do that a lot, but I like Loki. That's probably her idea. She probably improvised that. I had some shit like I don't know why a lot of Japanese wrestlers do that. I know it's because like in certain aspects of Japanese culture, like being silly is a part of it or whatever. But like
Mhm.
it's like you made yourself look more than silly there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they plan out the whole Rumble match. It's kind of like a as we go kind of thing. They just know who's supposed to be eliminated by who if they want to make someone look strong, and then who's supposed to win.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Then we got Lash Legend getting caught off guard and eliminated by Rhea. Then immediately Rhea getting Tahana bombed and getting thrown out. And then while this dumbass Raquel is celebrating, Liv just dumps her ass out of the ring. And then you're left down to the final three of Tiffany, Soul, and Liv.
Liv Morgan eliminates Raquel. Like everybody was shocked. People were cheering.
What's worse is she was laughing.
Definitely,
It wasn't like a,
yeah. It
I'm
would,
sorry. It was like a ha fuck you bitch.
yeah. She didn't even say she was sorry. She just said, haha, "Yeah, I eliminated you because I'm Liv Morgan,
Yep.
and that's what I do." But you know what? Raquel has a title match on Raw anyway. So what's the big deal?
Which is weird, like that she was in it in the first place if she already has a
Yeah,
title match.
that's what I was saying when we did the review for Raw. I'm like, so why is she in the Rumble then? Got to give that spot to somebody else.
Then we got
Another return, possibly. Hint, hint.
we got a really cool spot by Soul Ruka where she hits a double Soul Snatcher on I believe it was Liv and Tiffany in the corner.
Yep.
Still gets eliminated obviously because she's dumb, and she
Yeah,
decided to run
I
up a corner.
yeah. When she jumped up on the top rope, I was like, that was stupid. And then Tiffany pushed her
Hmm.
out, and she landed on the floor. And I was just like, like, what did you think was gonna happen?
But I believe after that, the reason that led to that was because of a decent spot where she tries throwing them both over. They all three of them go over at the same time, which I'm like, why are you picking both of them up and trying to throw either of them out? Do it one at a time. I guess this is supposed to
Exactly.
go to her NXT ness, and she's a rookie, and blah 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 blah. But I don't know.
I think the spot jumping up on the apron where Tiffany literally just pushed her. and that's what got her eliminated because she was in midair. I think that kind of showed that. But yeah, I
And
think
then
she was getting over eager trying to eliminate two of the biggest stars at the same time.
right,
But
and then I believe how did I believe it was Tiffany who pushed her out, and then as she was pushing her out, Liv like kicked her off basically,
yep,
and then she won.
Liv Morgan wins the Royal Rumble.
Yep, confirming our prediction.
Yep. Um, Something I did want to note is I feel like they kind of tried to set this up at the Rumble. I believe Raquel wins the title on Raw in the street fight that's happening tomorrow night as we're recording this. And then at WrestleMania, it's Liv Morgan and Raquel for the title.
Potentially,
And
potentially.
that's gonna put Roxanne in an awkward position. Like, okay, well, do I side with Raquel, the person who basically let me in here, or do I side with Liv, who came back but kind of took me under her wing?
Right, and that's why I'm like, I think she might, but I think they're gonna just, I don't know. That's probably what they want us to think, so they're gonna swerve us and do the other thing.
Maybe, but I don't really see Liv wanting to fight Jade Cargill. But
No, no, I
I don't
meant
know.
in the sense of like I was thinking she was gonna side with Raquel, but then that's probably what they want you to think. So she's gonna swerve us and
True.
go at Liv.
Yeah. Because I think I don't know. Would that turn Raquel babyface?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know if she's even a good heel. She's just I don't know what she could be. She's very not interesting. I'm surprised she's getting a push.
Yeah, she's just kind of like there. Like she came back and like helped Liv, and like I guess that like turned her heel, but like she didn't really get a big pop when she came back either. So
I don't know if she could be a good guy either though. So it's like
I mean, I feel like she was better when she was still like when she was doing the whole like flexing thing with her back, but I don't know. Maybe she was just trying to show us that she big strong lady. I
something
don't
I wanted to laugh about with Nia Jax is while they were chanting "You can't wrestle," she botched a Samoan drop.
know. She did. I
I'm
remember
just,
that.
I'm like, yep, and she proved it because the easiest wrestling move on the planet it was botched by a person who's supposed to like have inheritance to said move.
Someone who is Samoan.
Right.
Uh, Next match was
Very disappointing. I mean, what?
next match we had was Gunther and AJ Styles, and if AJ Styles lost, he had to retire.
No, that was a
Now
great match, but I'm mad
it,
at the
it was
outcome.
yeah, it was a very good match. There was a lot of good spots, and I'll tell you that referee's hand came real close to counting three after the Styles clash, but it was AJ Styles that ultimately passed out due to
Right.
the sleeper. And after the match, it was awkward because he went to like take off his gloves and put them in the ring, but the crowd was chanting no, so he put them back on and then did
Mm-hmm.
like his signature like thing again and then left. So is he retiring or I mean, he has to be a man of his word, right?
Right, I think he is. Maybe he can come back at some point as someone else. They'll just like do what they always do, where they just I'm on a I have a mask on. I'm another character, and then he gets his job back.
It's Chad Gable.
Uh,
But for all you people that are saying he's gonna go to TNA or AEW, you do know that AJ Styles is like 47 years old.
mm, maybe he'll
And
do
he
here
has a
and
wife
there
and
matches,
children.
but I don't think he's gonna do a run in anywhere.
Yeah, maybe just like a few guest appearances in TNA, like he did when they got their AMC spot. But I think at this point he's done. He did his TNA run, he did his WWE run. I mean, he's pretty much done everything that he wanted to do. I mean, I guess maybe we'll see on Raw if he does like a farewell speech. You know, we'll see. I mean, we at least if we get that from him, we didn't even get that from John Cena. He just talked on the
Right.
post show a little bit, and then that was
I
it.
don't think we'll get that. That's not usually how it happens. But we did have some
Yeah.
good spots in there. He had like a 450 splash onto Gunther, which I thought was pretty cool because you don't see that often with him.
Someone of his age doing things like that to me is just crazy because like you're doing a rotating flip like two or three times.
And there was immediate bloodshed in the match because he cut his arm on the announce table.
Oh, yeah, his arm was bad.
He
They were calling it a big gash.
he ended up hitting Gunther with not only a power bomb but also multiple weird naked chokes, which was interesting.
Yep. So like he was trying to make him submit. He did have him in the
Mm-hmm.
calf crusher for a few minutes. But I'll tell you what, AJ didn't go down without a fight while he was in that sleeper hold. He was on for several minutes.
We had
But
AJ was going at him in the corner and pushing him, and he grabbed the referee and gave him a low blow, which
yeah,
I
with the
believe
mule
led,
kick.
yeah, which almost led to another pin.
Yeah, it was the low blow and then the power bomb right after, and he still
Mm-hmm.
kicked out.
And then Gunther almost gets DQ'd trying to beat up AJ because he got angry.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
eventually he
unfortunately,
ends up choking
yeah.
out AJ. He didn't tap.
Nope. He did not tap. He passed out. Something to note. So for all you were saying, oh, it's the same as the John Cena match. John Cena tapped out. Just saying. But he did say he was going to make Gunther tap like a bitch, and he didn't. So
He was
Gunther's not always
giving
right. Remember.
he was giving a wink to John. Basically, he's like, "Haha, pussy, you tapped out. I ain't going out
How
like a
dare you
bitch."
tap?
Right, John should just low key passed out. Honestly,
I think he was about to. And, maybe he didn't want to pass out. I don't know. Like, and then we had the spot with AJ Styles asking the referee what happened. Like, and he was
that was
trying to tell him
interesting.
like, and the referee was looking sad, telling him like, "Hey, like, you passed out. I had to stop the match." And just seeing the emotion on the referee's face, and then everyone in the crowd, and I believe AJ Styles was crying when he came back into the ring to do his signature taunt with his gloves.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I mean, definitely a I don't know. Is Gunther really the proper person to be retiring all these people? I mean, not talking about Goldberg because Goldberg should have retired years ago, but like John Cena and AJ Styles, I don't feel like Gunther's the right guy.
No, I think he's good. I think it literally fits his character really well, and there's nowhere else for him to really move otherwise. Because his championship reign would just be boring otherwise.
Well, I don't think he's not champion.
It's or not champion or you know what I mean. His climb back to
Yeah, I know
being
what you mean.
champion would be boring. Because I think that's what they're setting up. They're truly seemingly that's why they threw him in the Rumble even too, which I thought he might win because they were making such a stink about him, not basically having a match and then going into the Rumble.
So was that always the plan
What? He froze
to have
again.
him in the Rumble?
I don't
Was
know.
that always
Which
the
is a
plan to? Because I
I
don't
don't
know if they ever
know,
discussed that.
cause then even more reason why I'm like, oh, so Finn, and then they show Damien rolling for a number, and or then all these other people I think on SmackDown getting sent into the Rumble, and then being like, so Finn could have been in the Rumble, you just hate Finn.
Yeah, or is it like, oh well, this 15 spots are Raw, 15 are SmackDown, like it was back in the day, and
Maybe,
maybe
but even then,
Pierce already filled his spot. Yeah, I don't know.
he should have gone to him and or the SmackDown GM and been like, bitch, give me a spot. I'll be a SmackDown wrestler tomorrow.
Yeah, right. And then we had our main event of the singles matches, which was Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn for the WWE Championship.
Where we have basically an absolute squash of Sami Zayn.
Th- That was a completely one-sided match.
He had spots of
Sammy.
offense, but Semi hurt
Yeah,
his back
Sammy.
us
Yeah,
immediately, flying over the ropes. Which I don't know if it was real or not. I'm assuming it wasn't because they continued with the match, and they might just be putting him
yeah.
out for injury purposes or something. But
The
yeah,
only the only the only offense I remember Sammy getting was a Blue Thunder Bomb and a Haluva kick when Drew was arguing with the ref in the corner.
he had
Other-
a few haluva kicks on him, and then got immediately squashed again.
My favorite part was when
Oh,
Sammy was running at him with the Haluva kick after the exploder, and he just claymored him out of nowhere.
right. He also had a
And then,
sunset power bomb off the top rope. That was the only other offense he really had.
yeah, other than that, it was just Drew just royally just shitting on him.
We
just
did
beating
have
his ass.
a bunch of cool spots of Sami Zayn getting his ass beat, though. We had a white noise off the top rope to say "fuck you" to Sheamus on his birthday.
Yep, the announcer did say that.
Um, there was fucking 3 future shocks he kicked out of back to back. By the way,
Yep, that Claymore when he was running at him for the haluva kick, and then the one right after is what eventually solidified Drew McIntyre's win. Uh, I mean, the Claymore is always cool to see, in my opinion.
yeah, he hit him basically with 3 claymores, and then
Yep.
I think he got powerbombed onto a table. Sami Zayn.
Yeah, he went through the announcer table, I believe,
Yeah,
actually. And the like, it sounded like Michael Cole was confused, like, "Oh, is that a DQ?" And it's like, when has announcer table spots ever been a DQ, Michael Cole?
you know.
Stop. Stop. Um,
But
yeah,
completely
I mean,
disrespect to Sami Zayn. Totally, just
yeah,
like there
like,
was no point of putting him there just to lose for a 12th time.
and now has his first loss in Saudi Arabia.
I know you
So
should
well,
put
is that?
over like Drew, and I agree. He should be put over if that was what you were going with. But you should have done it with Trick Williams. Doesn't lose anything by losing to Drew. He got a world title match. It's his first world title match ever, and then he loses, of course, because it's his first world title match ever. And it's Drew McIntyre, and it just proves that Drew McIntyre isn't just a paper champion. Because like even the new generation isn't gonna take my shit. But no,
But like, yeah, I mean, I agree because Sammy just got completely just obliterated.
you could have done the
Like that is
butcher,
not the Sammy that we're used to seeing.
right? That
And then
made no
Sammy
sense.
looking like upset after the match. It was like, dude, like, did you try? It didn't look like it.
I think the only reason they made it that way is because he was injured, quote unquote, from the start. But still,
Yeah, yeah, maybe. We did get a spot after that where they showed the pre-show and said that Braun Breaker was entering number 2,
yep.
and Heyman was pissed at
He's
Adam Pierce, like literally screaming in his face, like
like,
basically
what?
telling them like, "Oh, that's not fair," this, that, and the next thing, and it's like, calm down.
Bro's just like, what? I didn't do anything. You wanted him in the rumble.
Literally, yeah, like you wanted him in the Rumble, that's the number he drew. Calm down, Paul. Calm down. Which actually brings us to the men's Royal Rumble match,
Where
and
immediately we have the return of the masked man.
yes, yes, yes. This time it's definitely not Austin Theory. I believe. Well, I don't think. Maybe it could have been.
It's clearly Dave Ambrose. No, I'm just kidding.
So, are you thinking Seth Rollins or Adam Pierce? That's the two rumors I see circling around.
It's definitely not Adam Pierce.
Yeah, the guy was too tall to be Adam Pierce. Definitely.
Even if not, Pierce is tall because he's a former wrestler, I believe, isn't he?
Yeah, yes, but the guy just I don't know. It seemed more of someone of Seth Rollins' height.
And Seth is pretty short. He's like 6'2" or something like that for like a wrestler anyway, like short, not normal
Yeah,
people. But either way, it's definitely just Seth Rollins. I don't know what the point would be of anybody else. You know what I mean?
exactly. It wouldn't make sense for it to be anyone else.
But he
But
comes out and immediately curb stomps and attacks fucking Braun Breaker while he's entering in his second spot after Omafemi.
Obafemi finally, who after months of teasing and teasing and teasing, is this his debut finally?
It's a debut. I think he's
So
debuted
yeah,
technically twice now because main event.
yeah, that's true. So anyway, after he tosses him in the ring, like you said, Obafemi just eliminates Braun Breaker with ease, and the masked man runs away. That's
I
it.
mean, totally not Seth Rollins. Didn't see his goatee on the bottom of the mask just poking out or anything.
Yeah, I mean, was it a mask that went all the way down to the neck, or I mean, I didn't
No, his
really get
chin
a.
was poking out.
Okay, well,
You could see
I
Seth
don't know who could it
Rollins'
be.
mouth basically.
It's LA Knight.
It's 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 Triple H.
I mean, judging by the hands, the guy looked pretty orange. I don't know anyone who has a spray tan.
It's Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, maybe it could have been. That was
He
a very
does.
nice super kick.
He doesn't like Braun, and he
He
loves
doesn't
the
like Braun.
Brons.
So yeah, we get Obafemi kind of just
It's Chad
taunting in the
Gable.
ring, big strong man. Then number three comes out, uh, which I believe was Solo,
Yep, we
right?
have Solo
Yeah.
Sokoa coming out. He does like a stare down with him and then gets beaten up because it's Omafemi. I believe Oma just like basically eliminates him immediately.
Yep.
And then we got
And
Rey
I'm just gonna
Mysterio.
say what the announcer said. He basically kind of just threw everyone out that came in until like number eight.
Pretty much. We got Rey Mysterio coming in next, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio did last a little bit longer.
He does a nice little 619 to Rusev, but then immediately gets eliminated by Oma.
Did he
Uh,
get the 619 to Obafemi too? And Oba just like took
yeah,
it and just stood up and looked at him, and he was like looking at the ropes, like, "Oh shit."
he ate it. I don't know why
Yeah,
bro just stayed in the ropes. He should have swung fully and went into the ring.
yeah. And poor Rusev was in the match for I don't know, 30 seconds.
Yeah, he got eliminated by Ray, I
Yeah,
believe. Or no,
yeah.
Oma got him. Yeah, bro was just
The
out.
announce the announcers are saying this was like Brock Lesnar back in 2020 when he just eliminated everybody after they came in.
They're trying to make it like that, but then Brock. Well, we'll talk about that later when he comes in.
Yeah.
We got Rusev next, and then Matt Cardona and Damian Priest coming out. They have some decent
Uh,
spots. Damian does some decent stuff. He stays in for a bit.
yep. Matt Cordona does not stay in for a bit. On the other hand, he kind of
No,
gets eliminated rather quickly there.
I believe by the same man. Let's see. He goes for a Rough Rider, then gets power bombed instead.
Yep.
I
I
believe that was
think
all on
I
Roma.
think yeah, I think Damian Priest was actually the one to take down Obafemi. Not out of the ring, but he did knock him down. So Damian was in there for quite some time.
Right.
And then we had the next entrant.
Which would be Javon Evans, that guy that is like always screaming really hard at the camera every time he comes out.
So you know how they had like the little things that said like what people accomplished, like in the lower right hand corner.
Hmm.
You know what his said, right? It literally said, "This boy is bouncy."
Bruh. I mean, he is. He came out, immediately starts bouncing around the ring, takes some dudes down, but then gets stomped like usual. He's frozen again.
I don't know. He keeps freezing. The Wi-Fi here is terrible. Um, yeah, but he was in there for um a lot.
And then we got Mr. Iguana and Trick Williams coming out, and the 9 and 10th spot. Iguana Man does his iguana shit. Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's kind of like I get that it's like a clown thing and supposed to be entertainment and not taken seriously, but it's just not even really that interesting.
We got the funny spot where Damian Priest chokeslammed him and the iguana, like as in like a
Right.
double chokeslam, and then he played dead for a bit.
Then we got Cody coming in at number 11. He does a lot of damage to everybody the entire match, pretty much, as well as receives a bunch of ass beating the entire match.
I was
He,
surprised that they had such a big name so early.
he ends up crossroading Trick Williams and eliminating him.
Thank God. I'm
That
just listening to
happens
that.
later on, when after
Yeah.
him we get the return of both El Grandes, Americanos. First we get the imposter El Grande, supposedly, and then we get
So,
the OG El Grande.
yep. So Chad Gable, most likely,
Yep. Did look like
finally
him.
back.
Pretty sure it was him. 99.9% sure it's him. Mm. We
Yeah,
get
they kind of went after each other after like the mirror like image thing that a lot of people do.
yep.
So
We get the Spider-Man point at them when they come into the ring.
yep, yep. I saw
And
that
then
meme. Yeah.
and then we get
Um.
multiple mask attempts where they try to take the mask off, but then like eventually, I believe it was the OG one sends over the imposter and tries to
Yeah,
take
he
his mask
eliminated him,
off, and then
who
eliminates him.
eliminated the OG one? I don't remember.
Um, let me
Uh,
see. I forgot who it was, but he immediately just gets kicked out like after
yeah,
eliminating him.
yeah, they weren't in there very long.
No, but it does tease for later, which I'm down for.
Yep. We get another spot
After
with Bravo and Ria or whatever the hell their names.
next, we get the powerhouse Royce Keys, who does very little in the match actually.
Yeah, they showed his powerhouse Hobbs gimmick, which was from wherever he was before, and then it immediately changes over to Royce Keys.
Mm, we get Austin Theory after him, the first member of the Vision to enter that actually like wasn't assaulted before the match.
Hmm.
Then Bronson Reed following, which is a pretty decent placement for both of them. Can't be mad at Pierce for that, even though he didn't choose any of them.
True.
And then Ilya Dragunov. you know,
Who
um,
did absolutely nothing in the match. Let's just call it as it was.
yeah, it was cool watching him punch Miz and drop an elbow on his head, though.
Yes, yes.
We
But
got
very, very
Logan.
little he did.
Logan Scam Your Fans Paul coming in. And then once all three of the Vision, or the leftover Vision, is in there, they do some pretty decent work. They double team Oba, they triple team Oba, and then they take out Royce Keys immediately. Then La Parca, which is just like,
Oh, the
yeah,
other AAA guy, yeah.
yep.
The other AAA luchador.
Oh, I skipped over Dragon Lee and La Parca. They also entered before Logan,
Yep.
and
So that's
then
why Finn couldn't be in the Rumble, I guess, just so you guys know.
yeah, just in case you guys were really missing La Parca and Mr.
Because,
Iguana.
yeah. And,
Like
yeah.
like two comedy acts in one fucking Rumble is retarded. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not good.
But we get the return of
Uh,
LA Knight.
LA Knight, yes. Who immediately comes in and goes right after, I believe, Austin Theory first.
Yep. And he actually ends up, I believe, eliminating all three of them, doesn't he?
He eliminates
Oh no, he
Austin
eliminates
Theory and
Reed and
Bronson
Theory.
Reed, but I
Yep.
think Logan Paul eliminates him.
Right. Yep.
So still trying to keep that feud alive. So, or no, was it maybe it was Cody that eliminated LA Knight? Actually, I think it might have been
Somebody
Cody.
eliminated him, but he eliminates both
Either
of them
way,
right
LA
after it.
Knight, yeah, LA Knight was not in there long enough for the return that he had. It's just sad.
Then we get the return of the Beast Brock Lesnar, and he beefs with Oma a bunch.
Yeah, and he had Paul Heyman in tow with him. So,
Yep.
Paul, which side are you on, man? Like Heyman, you got to
Whoever
pick a side.
he said, when you have Brock Lesnar as your advocate, you just do what he says.
Yeah, but if I was Brock Lesnar, I'd be like, well, I don't want you hanging around with these tools.
Brock immediately starts suplex citying everybody, and then they try to have a stare off with Oma, and then they get like broken up a bunch of times, start beating up everybody who breaks them up, and then finally they get one, and then he suplexes them.
But yeah, there's a lot of attempted suplexes to not go through. But he immediately goes after Cody as soon as Brock gets in there because Cody's sitting there waiting for him. Like, yeah, come on, man.
hmm
Cody. Don't you remember what happened last time?
And then he goes
Yes,
after
yes, you beat him, but he's also beat your ass.
Obafemi tries to eliminate Logan Paul, and then gets immediately thrown out by Brock Lesnar, and then Brock Lesnar just suplexes the shit out of Logan because he thought he was about to be on the team with him.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah. And, Brock's like, no, I don't need teams. I don't do teams. I don't. He doesn't do factions.
We get what do you got? What was next? It was, and then we have the entrance of the Miz and Ray Phoenix. The Miz, he gets beaten up a lot.
He's the Miz.
It's his job.
Ray Phoenix, I believe, gets tossed out pretty quickly by Brock Lesnar.
Yep, another person we needed instead of Finn Balor.
Yep.
Then we got Jey Uso coming back and yeeting, and then trying to
Literally
run it
yeets
back in the ring,
during the Royal Rumble match.
which no one stopped him from doing, which I would have
Nope.
immediately thrown him over the ropes. Even if it
Everybody I
wasn't
think was like
scripted, I
down
would
on
have
the
went over.
ground, but it's like, come on.
I would have went over for myself, bro. I would have thrown his ass out just because it was stupid.
And then right after that, we get the return of the OTC Roman Reigns. I believe at what are we at, number 27?
Yep. And then Fatu comes in shortly after as well.
Some of these Royal Rumble, like I believe it's 90-second intervals, but a lot of these seemed a lot quicker than 90 seconds. Like
Yeah, I feel
some
like.
of these were like 30 seconds.
And aren't they supposed to start the clock once the person gets into the ring?
That's what I thought, but they some of them they were starting early, some they were starting late. I don't know. Weird.
And
Some
then we
people like to
get.
make a whole entrance, like Jey Uso, when they come out to the Royal Rumble.
Right, and then they did that with Cody too, where by the time his entrance was done, the next guy was coming out because they started it at the entrance.
Yeah, they did. I don't know. Maybe there's some rule that we missed. I don't know.
Then we have Penta and Randy Orton returning.
Yeah.
Well,
Randy Orton
not
was
returning,
number
but entering.
20. Yeah. Randy Orton was number 29.
Which is a good
Getting down to,
placement, despite the result.
yeah, definitely a good place to be. And then number 30
Is
was
the man
Gunther,
himself, Gunther,
when we
the
were all
legend killer.
expecting like Chris Jericho or something. We get Gunther.
Oh, I called it by the way. No, Chris Jericho isn't coming back. You guys are wrong again. Ha 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 ha. Stop spamming the Chris Jericho shit.
We had Gunther who tried to like run to the ring but was visibly limping. I'm guessing for being the cash crusher for so long.
Which I appreciated doing the selling. I feel like they don't do that
Yep.
a lot anymore. Where like back in the day, if you were like hurt in a match, you would actually show that you're hurt the whole match.
Yeah, now it seems to be they only do it with gauntlets. So it's nice to see that even though that match was at this point like an hour ago, he was still showing the effects from it.
But
Great. Would you say
Gunther
about an
did
hour had gone
perform.
by since that match to the end of the Rumble? I'd say maybe an hour and a half even.
Yeah, probably because
So,
we got some
but
decent
ultimate,
work coming in from Gunther and all that.
yep. Ultimately, we get down to the final four being, well, first let's talk about Drew McIntyre, Claymore, and Cody Rhodes to eliminate him after he gets tossed over the top rope onto the apron.
Yeah, that was some fucking bullshit.
So Cody Rhodes did not win the Rumble. Uh,
Well,
we did get
they.
eventually get down to the final four, which was Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, and Gunther.
Do you think they're setting up a title match with Drew and Cody now because of that? Because there's gonna be a feud now between them.
We already saw it.
I know. We're about to see it again.
I don't know. I was hearing some rumors about a triple threat: Jacob Fatu, Cody, and Drew. And
Did Drew
Cody doesn't
fuck
need the
over
title.
Fatu in the match though? I think Fatu just got thrown out by his brother.
He did. He got no. He got thrown out by Jey Uso, I believe.
But they might do a triple threat. But like, yeah, I think that's what they're doing now. They're keeping the feud alive because he fucked him over basically.
Oh, what about that one spot where Roman was like faking that he was going to run it back with Jay, and then he immediately just punched him right in the mouth?
That was my favorite part. I'm like, haha, Jay, stop. Why are you literally simping for your cousin that hates you?
I actually believe it was Roman that eliminated Jay
It is. He eliminated both of them. All of the Samoans were eliminated by him.
because he big strong man.
Big Samoa Strong, yeah.
Anyway, the first one to be eliminated out of the final four was Logan Paul by Randy Orton, I believe.
He RKO'd him, I believe.
Yep. And then right after I think it was Roman turned around, he got RKO'd.
Mm-hmm.
But then Randy Orton was eliminated by Gunther in a random spot where he literally just threw him over the rope. Like, Randy, been there for how long, man? Hold on to the rope.
Right, he literally watched him actively stop himself from grabbing it. It was
Yeah.
funny.
You literally saw him hold the rope and then just let go of it and fall to the floor. So the final two that we have are Gunther and Roman Reigns. And For all you simps out there, you already know how this match went.
Yep. The Cancer Man himself is now just getting handed a WWE Championship match despite doing nothing all
Why?
year.
Dude, you literally did the least. You wrote an email to your boss saying I'm going to be in the Rumble. At least Brock Lesnar figured out how to use FaceTime and did it that way. Like you literally sat down and typed. I don't like it. I don't want it. I'm angry about it, and I'm gonna let you know about it.
I just hate Roman at this point. Like, I think he's overrated. I wish he wasn't just like given everything despite being a part timer. I don't mind him getting some success, like, but not over dudes who've been active all year long.
I actually saw a meme where it was like, "Oh hey, I showed up to the Rumble, but I can't come in on Monday night. I got a sore throat, boss." It's like this is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen.
And then we're not gonna see, he's gonna get the championship. We're not gonna see the title for months on end, and everyone's gonna somehow love it.
Someone said he's literally gonna win it at Mania and then not show up until like
A month.
SummerSlam,
Yep.
and then defend it again at Survivor Series, and then lose it at WrestleMania.
We'll be lucky if he gets one promo in that time.
I don't like everybody was so sure that he was gonna win, and I was so sure that he wasn't. Like after Cody got eliminated, because that's who I honestly thought was gonna win. I was hyping for Orton, and Orton made it to the final three, and then
Yep.
Gunther once again, just like with John Cena, just like with AJ Styles, crushed my dreams.
People were mad that The Rock was getting opportunities despite being a part timer, but then they love it with the Roman Reigns shit. I don't get it.
So did you guys like it when Brock Lesnar did it? I guess so. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't want Roman to be champion. I don't
Just
like it.
bring
I don't
Seth
enjoy it.
back. Give him both championships. Give Seth them. He'll actually wrestle. I don't care. Seth or
Yes.
Punk, just give it to him.
Should
That's the
give the title
thing.
to Finn. Damn.
Bro, give it to literally fucking Iguana Man if he'll fucking wrestle more than twice a year.
And I swear to God, if Roman messes up this Finn Balor angle that we have going with CM Punk, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Oh, nah. Nah. He's not going for that title.
You
Or
don't
yeah,
think
he
so?
is actually. Yeah. Who was the other one again? Shit. It is
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre. Yeah, no. There he's beefing with Cody still, clearly. I don't think he's gonna go for him. Unless they do a triple threat of Drew, Cody, and Roman, which would be fucking pretty cool.
That I'm on board with. That I'm on board with.
But then Roman wins,
But
obviously, so.
yeah, I just don't see a scenario. I mean, 9 times out of 10, the Royal Rumble winner wins the title at Mania, right? So I don't see a scenario where Roman does not win the title, especially with him being Roman Reigns.
Well, they were saying that it might be Cody versus Roman again.
I mean, yeah, they've had some decent matches. I wouldn't be mad at it, but I don't want it.
I prefer the triple threat if they're gonna do that.
Yeah, definitely. I just don't want my boy Finn to get screwed again, dude. But they just put him back in the title picture, and it's like if Roman wins it, he definitely ain't getting the belt. Roman's gonna hold on to that, and it's gonna be a reign of terror again.
Well, I guess the only good part is maybe Finn can win it by the time it's WrestleMania. So maybe he takes it from him at Elimination Chamber or something.
Yeah, I guess as long as he has it for more than a day, it's progress.
He just needs it. He needs it at least once to break the curse, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not on board with this whole Roman thing. I don't like it.
No, I'm not either. Him coming back, and there's a bunch of people who've been working their ass off all year just to like touch the gold or even get a match for it, and then he just waltzes in like, "Yeah, I'm here," and then people will be like, "Well, he deserves it. He's been there for a long time and done a lot of work," but then be mad about people like Punk.
You got to do that. Roman's approaching the same age group, and he just shows up when he feels like it, right? So- but anyway, that was Royal Rumble. Um, my vote out of 10. I mean, Roman Reigns winning it kind of lowered it, and the WWE Championship match being a squash match kind of killed it as well. But I still think the show was solid with a lot of I think the returns and the fact that it was the Royal Rumble matches, which are my second favorite match on the calendar, probably bumps it up to about an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Mine went from a 10 with the women's rumble to like a 7 or 8 with the next two matches to like a fucking 6 because Roman Reigns. It was like a 10 because of the match and then a 6 when he won.
It just,
So I guess my overall score's got to be like a 6.5 or 7 because like the
yeah.
matches for the women's Royal Rumble gets a 10.
But we'll be coming to you guys on Tuesday with the Raw breakdown for tomorrow, and then we'll go throughout SmackDown. Don't forget, Elimination Chamber is on February 28th in Chicago. So if you're no, not Chicago, I don't know where it's at, but if you're in the area, tickets probably on sale. So
Nah, it's
you
probably
know,
sold out already.
I know there's tickets on sale for Backlash, which that one's in Chicago, I think. So in case you're interested. But I do real quick want to talk about the trailer for the 2K game. Stop saying it looks bad. It doesn't. You don't know game design. That's it.
I can't.
I just want to say that. All right,
Well,
but
like,
feel
and
free to like, comment,
subscribe,
subscribe.
and we'll see you
Feel
in the
free to
next
argue with
one.
us. Feel free to argue with us in the comments as always.
All right, peace out.
Deuce.